Alright, this is the way that I made the GarageBand file um, for each of the audio recordings. So what I did was I launched GarageBand and I chose to create a voice. And what this does is that normally if you just created a basic track, you would have a metronome, this clicking beat going on. So it really just choosing a voice track has that thing turned off. So I clicked choose and I named mine words, but you could, maybe advanced words. And naturally it leaves it in the GarageBand folder, which is inside your house. Inside your music folder, you have a folder called GarageBand. And so that's where it will normally place your file. So I clicked create. And you can see that there's a male basic and a female basic track already. It has this vocal, and I'll show you how that, if this doesn't come up, you'll just click the I at the bottom. And it has a vocal track, and it has this male basic, or if you click on female basic, it's female basic. But that leaves this weird kind of echoey sound. So what I did is I chose no effect, and that makes it nice and clean. The red button at the bottom is your on and off. So when I click it, it goes ahead and starts recording my voice, and so you can see little voices right there. And then either to stop or start the recording, you can hit the space bar, which stops it and stops the playhead, which is really nice. Or if you're recording and you click the button, that stops that, but it doesn't stop your playhead. So really what you want to end up doing is hitting the red button to start your recording, but then using your space bar to stop the recording and the playhead from moving. Alright, another thing that I did, and to delete a track when it's dark purple like that, which is just clicking on it, you just hit the delete button, it goes away. So I'm going to rewind to the beginning. Down here by these little scissors, when I click those scissors, what that does is it shows a better view of the voice levels. So when I'm going to demonstrate and show it to you. So when I'm talking right now, and I'm going to go ahead and hit stop, you can see better here where my voice is being picked up than here because it's just smaller. So what I ended up doing is this is how I had it all set up, and I would state my word. So I'd kind of do a pause, state the word, pause, and then stop. Orange, and then stop it like that. Because most of the time that when you hit the space bar, it's actually picking up that audio recording, and you can see it right here, that little doodad. So then I use this playhead down here to move it closer to the end of my voice, and I'm splitting it, which is, so where your playhead is, I go under edit, split, or I can use Command T. So now you can see there's like a little dip. So these are actually two different pieces now. Take this track head over and I get it closer to where I began to speak, and I split it again, which is Command T or edit split track. Now I've cut my audio in 3 pieces, and the reason I'm doing this is because when the children press on the word on the mobile app, it's going to give them a time. It's going to already go ahead and hesitate a time by connecting to that file, and so they're already going to be it's going to have a kind of a weird silence or a lag. So the more dead space you have up here at the beginning of the track, the longer that dead space is. So I took off all the dead space, and so this is how I was doing it. So when you want to delete a piece of this, you have to deselect, because right now if I hit delete, all of the dark purple will be gone. So I'm going to click off, so now it's that light gray. Click what I don't want and hit delete. Click on the back part what I don't want, hit delete. And then I'm going to click, hold, and drag this over to the 1. Now in order to hear this, I rewind, or I can use this rewind button here, and I can hit play, or I can hit the space bar.
Orange.
Alright, so now I have that. Sounds good. There's not too much of a dead space at the beginning. And I go Share, Export Song to Disk. I'm not sure what yours comes up with, but I changed mine to where it says MP3. And you need to do that. Click Export. Now, in order to be able to find these easiest, I placed mine on my desktop. So I click on my house, click on my desktop, and you can see that I actually made a folder called Final Words. You might want to make a folder, new folder, Advanced Words. I'm going to click Create. So now you can see there's a folder on my desktop called Advanced Words. And I'm going to rename this one Orange and hit Save. And that was it. So now I can delete orange, so it's dark purple, delete, come back, hit the play button, I'm going to record the next word. Purple. Alright, so then I move my playhead, Command T to split the track. I might listen to it to make sure that sometimes that, like, you might hear the "oh" at the end or something, so I kind of listen to it.
Purple.
And mess with this to get it real close to the end. Command T to split the track. Click off to deselect all three pieces, and then click on each piece that you want to delete. Slide it to the beginning. I don't know if that really helps, but I do it anyway. Export song to disk. It remembers that it was an MP3. It remembers it wants to be in the advanced folder on my desktop, and I'm just going to name this. Hold on, Lucy. Purple. Alright. So now I'm going to go on to the next one. So I hit delete, and that took off that word. Hit the record button. I'll do another word. Black. Alright. Move my playhead close to the beginning. And see how mine's connecting right here? It's kind of jumping. It's jumping to these grid lines. If you want to get even more control over it, you can go to Control and Snap to Grid. You can remove that check mark, and then you can actually get really close. Command T to split.
Black.
Alright, I'm going to get that last little sound bite. Command T, click off, click back on, delete, click back on, delete, slide to the beginning, slide to the beginning, share, export, export, rename it the word, and hit save. When you're done and you want to take a break, you just click GarageBand. It'll say, do you want to save changes? And it doesn't matter. You can click save. Yes. And there you go. So that's how I made all the different files for the audio tracks.